Hey guys, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a sneak peek of one of the tools that we use with clients. So this is some of our financial modeling software. So I'd show you how we use it with a client. Now this is just a made up client, but it's typical. So they've come in to see us and they're in their late 30s and they want to know if they can say work part-time. And this is what they're earning at the moment between them. And they've got their cost of living, and they've also paying some tax and stuff on that as well. And they want to paying off their home loan, and everything that's left over, every dollar that's left over goes off their home loan. So that is what's currently happening at the moment. And then by the time they get to their late 40s, then they should be debt free, and then they could start to put that money into an investment. So that's their current situation. Now, what does that look like in terms of their assets? Where do their assets get to? So you can see here at the moment they might have 100 or 150 in super, and 80 grand in her super or something like that. And then you can see that builds up over time based on what they're earning. And then once they get to once they pay off the home loan, then investment builds up. Now what that investment looks like, we'll decide at the time. It's still a ways off. Maybe we'll put into superannuation, depends at the time, but that's that's just an investment, just to give you an example. And so by the time they get to age, let's just say age 60, then they'll have over $2 million worth of assets plus their family house. But today that's worth 1.39 million. So it's like a 60-year-old today having 1.39 million. Now they want the same cost of living. What does that look like? How long does that last them? You can see there they're still in their 80s. They've still got money left. They see there they've got over 600,000 still in their 80s plus their house. Now, that doesn't include things like new cars or anything like that. I've just kept it nice and simple for you guys, just give you an example. Now, but one of the questions they often ask is, I want a career change, or I want to earn less. So in this case, we've got the partner dropping their wage. Maybe she's doing a different job. Maybe she's working part-time, wants to do some more charity work, or do some more stuff with the kids. So what does that look like? You can see if we go down here, actually negative in those first couple of years. So they'd have to have some savings. They actually go negative, and then they've got a little bit of a buffer. It's not a huge buffer, but a little bit of a buffer. But you can see there they still have their home loan into their, let's keep going, into their late 50s. They've still got their home loan. So, and then they start to do the investing like they did before. So by the time they get to, let's look at their investments. So their investments start out the same. Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. Total. So their investments start out the same. But then you can see over time, her superannuation doesn't grow by quite as much because she's not earning as much. And then they don't start the investment until, they're in their, late 50s. So by the time they get to 60, they've got, in today's dollars, $1 million, but that's worth only 600,000. Which then, how long will that last? You can see it lasts until they're, in their early 70s. So what this does is it lets us have a conversation. Are they happy with that as an outcome? What do they think about that? What would they do at the 70s? Maybe they want to sell their house then. Maybe they happy to live off the age pension. Or maybe they could change their cost of living now. Maybe they don't want to spend 70 grand a year now. Maybe they could spend, at the moment they're spending 70 grand a year plus their mortgage. Maybe at the moment, maybe 70 grand, they could find an extra 5 grand a year. What would that do? Maybe she, instead of earning 35 grand, maybe she can earn 40 grand. What does that do? So it lets us have all those what if, can I afford to conversations. So we do this with lots of things. What can I do if I bought a new house and it costs this much? What does that do? If I have, time out for a family, if I want to start my own business, all those what if, can I afford to questions, this software lets us look at it. So it's really important when we make decisions that we understand the impact that it's going to have long term, so we can make an informed decision. And that's what this software helps us to do.